Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. This is the Easter weekend. I hope everybody is enjoying that Easter break. For a change, the weather's been quite pleasant up here in Newcastle. There was a bit of frost last night, but it's been really warm and sunny all day today. Tomorrow I'm going to go to Rye pumping station, which is Sunderland, just down the road. It's that open day, and they've got the big beam engines in steam. Tonight's nightcaps have the normal mixture of machining, welding, a little bit of plasma cutting. I hope you find it interesting that some viewer mail come in. I'm going to show that. I've been doing one nightcap a week for the last few weeks, like a half-hour one or a 40-minute one instead of two 15-minute ones. I'm going to change back and do two nightcaps because purely and simply I'm not getting as many views. I'm getting the same amount of people watching, but they're only watching one video instead of watching two videos, so I'm going to go back to the way I was. This is an electronic actuator of a turbocharger. That's the rod that does the actuating, like a little servo motor inside of there. And that's the part that actually goes onto the wastegate of the turbocharger. Nicely made out of stainless steel. Only trouble is, it won't screw onto there. That thread is 6 by 0.75, which is a fine metric. The thread in there is standard 6 by 1. I'm going to make that fit there. One way will be to drill that out and put a helicoil in there, but it's already got a 6 by 1 helicoil in there, so I can't do that. I could cut it and weld that piece on. I don't want to do that. I have got a 6 by 0.75 tap I bought for this job. It was just a cheap one, so I hope it does the job. And what I want to do is make one of them out of solid. The card's going on there, it's got to be right. The dirt ain't spending the money on it, so I'm going to do a proper job and make a solid one of those. There's a piece of 316 stainless bar there. It's come out of a skip. It's a job that's obviously went wrong. There's nothing matter with a bit of steel. I can use that part there, and I can definitely get that out of the end of there. Obviously we'll do the round bit first, and there's a bit of milling involved. There's a hole in there. That hole is 7/16 of an inch diameter, dead size. I think I've got a 7/16 reamer. It's a bit time consuming, but it's quite a nice job to do. Quite a lot of turning, a bit of threading. We'll carry on and make it. I think the first thing I'll do is see if I can get that 6mm thread into there, see if the tap is good enough to put the thread in. There's a fair bit of stick out here, but I don't really want to machine that off. I want to keep the piece of bar because it's a nice piece of bar, running nice and true. .2 is a tapping drill we'll need. This is a 4.5mm drill. It's important you keep backing off. You keep the swath clear in the hole. A brand new 5.2mm drill. I did buy two of these taps just to make sure. Like I say, they weren't expensive, they're really cheap. I'm going to turn the chuck by hand. just to give it a fighting chance. Right, I'm going to tap this by hand because I don't think this tap has got a great life expectancy, but saying that, it's doing alright. It certainly started nice and straight, and I have got a tailstock centre in so I can keep it on the straight and narrow, so to speak. I'm really impressed with that. So I think the taps were £3.50 for two from Amazon. Well, £3.50 for two, you can't go far on, can you? And that's going straight into stainless. Good depth of thread in there, plenty. A lot more than we need. If I'd only bought one tap, it would have snapped, guarantee it. But when you've got a spare one, it decides to, or they normally decide to play. Right, so that goes in there. It's a nice tight thread, happy with that. Straightforward machining now. I'm going to put a centre in there which will probably damage that little bit of thread on the end, but that's plenty so I can take a bit off to get into the good thread again. I've had to change the layer centre and change the layer tool. It's very near the size now. The size is 10mm. I need to blend this in now, put a taper on it, making sure I've got plenty of clearance. I've set the compound slide up at an angle that should be somewhere near, just in case of trial and error really. It's not a critical thing, it just needs to look good. I can see it needs to be a much shallower angle. I've got a mark on the shaft there where the taper needs to finish, so I'm going to move the compound slide around a little bit more. Quite a bit more actually. I need to put some new nuts in there here. The nuts are quite badly worn. It's something I've been going to do for a long time. I may actually strip the compound slide, give it a good clean, a good lube, as I could do with adjusting as well. Adjust these gibs up. I've never done it since I bought the lathe. I've had it quite a while now. Right. Got to be aware when you're turning the hand that you've got the chuck spinning around near your hand. little piece of emery tape that isn't possible wide enough to bite in and turn around the shaft. No jewellery, no dangling sleeves. I'll still get wrong for doing that. It's not very nice. I need to get a new parting blade, a high-speed steel one. It's alright, but it's not ideal. Needs to be a tipped one. I have got one, but I broke all the tips, so I need to order some more. Once I get nearly all the way through, I'll finish this off with a hacksaw. It's making some horrible noises, this bastard. Right, discretion being a better part of valour. Right, so next it's a milling machine job. I'll probably put it back in the lathe and turn that to finish length, and then we'll go and do a little bit of work on the milling machine.